Good morning, guys. It is 8:15 in the morning and I am just getting myself ready for training. Have my coffee here. Before my coffee I was taking my morning supplements. I'll actually show you guys the ones that I started taking in the morning. Now these are a little bit different, right, than the sort of normal average morning supplements, but this is what I take every morning. So what I've started to do every morning over the last month is take these two supplements on an empty stomach with a large coffee. This one is Resveratrol, so you get this in dark berries, and you also get it in red wine. This one is niacin or NR, alright, and I'll show you that in the back. This actually stimulates, this one here stimulates NAD, which essentially will promote cell regeneration and anti-aging in the body. Alright, and I actually seen these supplements talked about on a Joe Rogan podcast not so long ago, and that's actually why I got them. And it was talked about by a PhD from Harvard, saying that these two supplements are absolutely phenomenal.
So I take a gram of NMN in the morning. Based on clinical trials, it's been shown that that will raise NAD.
With or without food?
I take a little bit of yogurt. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while, and I only start doing stuff when I see it work in animals first. Mix in some resveratrol. Resveratrol is great, but it's really insoluble. It's like brick dust. So in the yogurt, it'll dissolve. Take another half a gram of resveratrol.
And he takes them himself, which is, I was actually quite impressed with. He wasn't just quoting studies and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the two supplements that I'm taking on an empty stomach with a coffee in the morning. This yohimbine bark, or yohimbi bark, is also a supplement that I take before training. Now, I do this 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off, just to give my body a little bit of a break, and I suppose not to sort of get used to the stimulant effect of it. But I use these on a cut, and I think they're absolutely phenomenal. Now, I ordered these instead of the yohimbine HCl by mistake. I just got them on iHerb, but these actually promote blood flow to what you would say is stubborn areas in your body. So let's say I would find that when I take these, my lower back gets a little bit heated up, around my lower abs get heated up, my legs get really warm, and so areas that I would struggle with to drop body fat, this promotes blood flow to that area. So yeah, pretty good supplement when you're on a cut. I know a lot of bodybuilders that use it to help with fat loss on their cuts, but like I said, I've always said this, these types of supplements, actually I'm going to turn the camera just to face you guys. These supplements are completely fucking pointless if you haven't got your diet in check. There's no point lashing these supplements into you and expecting miracles to happen, because it doesn't work like that. I wish it did. I wish there was a magic pill just to get rid of body fat. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. These supplements will aid in some fat loss if every other variable is covered. So if you've got your diet in check, if you're training hard, if you're sleeping and recovering well, then these supplements are it's like the icing on the cake. Imagine it as the cherry on the icing on the cake. That's kind of the way those supplements are. They're literally the last thing that you throw in when everything else is bang on point. Also, the amount of people that ask me how much money I spend on supplements every month. So I would probably spend, well, to be honest, this is the truth. I actually try my best. This looks like a lot, but what I do is I try my best to keep an eye out for sales. So I get the majority of my supplements on iHerb. They come from the States, or they come from, I think, Denmark as far as I'm aware. But I buy the majority of my supplements online on iHerb. This isn't a plug. I buy all of these supplements myself out of my own pocket. But I would genuinely spend about, maybe, I would say, about 200 quid every maybe 6 to 8 weeks. And that gets me pretty much an 8-week supply, about 6 to 8 week supply, depending on what particular supplements that I buy. I try my best every time I go on to iHerb, I try my best to look at the clearance bin and the sales, or supplements that are short dated, that are going out of date in the next 6 to 8 weeks or whatever, because they're always going to be less in price. I'm gonna get my intro workout drink ready to go now, and I'm gonna rob a couple of scoops of Vivian's pre-workout as well, because I've ran out. So I'm going to get myself a new pre-workout today. I only ran out the other day, so I'm just going to pop into the local supplement shop in town and grab myself a new pre-workout. Empty Ballygown bottle. Just to give you a little bit of information about this product, it's not just branched chain amino acids, it's also essential amino acids. So there's 10 grams of essential amino acids and there's 7.2 grams of branched chain amino acids per serving. Alright, so I always buy essential amino acids, or like I try my best to buy essential amino acids, because you've got the essential aminos but you've also got branched chain amino acids. So it's kind of like, why would you pay for just branched chains when you can get all 9? I put 1 scoop of this into the bottle, and then this actually isn't extended. I've showed you guys before. You can see this is just creatine monohydrate. So I just take about 10 grams of creatine monohydrate and then I sip away at that about maybe 10 minutes. As I sip away at it when I'm actually warming up. So when I'm on the cross trainer, I just sip away as I'm getting warm. Then I just drink the entire thing throughout the session. So there's 1 scoop going in there, and I've got a 10 gram scoop in the box. That is just slightly less than a full scoop, so that's about maybe 8 grams, I'd say. Anyway, my plan is to do a leg session today. I'm going to be training legs in the gym with Jason, and I've got clients later on this evening, and Vivian is at a course today, but it's done at 4, I think, so I'll be able to hang out with her this evening. I have this in my head since pretty much the start of the week that I want to try and make a healthy cheesecake, and I have a recipe in my head that I hope will work, and I've seen some American people using certain ingredients to try and, you know, to try and do this healthy cheesecake. I'm going to try and make it as high protein as I can, hopefully about maybe 20 grams per slice, low fat, and actually taste nice. So that's the goal. Because do you know when you make these cheesecakes sometimes and they actually taste like crap? It's like a baked cheesecake. Have you ever had a baked cheesecake? Like New York style baked cheesecake? No thank you. Give me full on big beast. My favorite cheesecake in the entire world is the Reese's peanut butter cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory in America. Oh dear God, it is delicious. Unbelievable. Comment below your favorite flavor of cheesecake, or comment below if you've ever been to Cheesecake Factory, and tell me what you think of the cheesecakes there. Next level. Anyway, enough about that. I can actually feel myself getting hungry. Alright, so just arrived outside the gym. When I was going to the door to leave, the Wi-Fi guys came. They're installing new fibre broadband in the house, so I had to hang about for another 10 minutes just to let them in the back gate and run a wire from my neighbour's garden on that pole to our house. It's Sky broadband, and it's the biggest ball ache I have ever come across in my entire life. Surely in 2019 Wi-Fi has to be just easy. Here's a box, plug it in, ready to fucking rock. Oh my God, we've had hella bad experience with Wi-Fi people lately. Anyway, enough ranting. Jason's not here yet, so I'm gonna head into the gym, get a little cardio warm up done. I'll just get a wee bit, maybe 10-15 minutes done on the cross trainer, and hang on and watch a bit of YouTube until he stalls on. He eventually arrives. He must have got the memo though. Yeah, buddy. And he's wearing the creep jacket. Close that jacket just so we see it. Close it just for a sec.
I'd be arrested.
Look. Looks like he's wearing no pants. Warm up done. We're just after doing the abductor and adductor machines. 3 to 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps, and then we're moving on to the leg press. So we're aiming for high volume today, 10 sets, 10 reps, supersetting that with leg extensions. Oh my God! Just finished lower body training, and now I'm on the work bike, just getting a little cool down done. But oh my God! Halfway through all the leg pressing and leg extensions, I was dead, like absolutely dead. We tried to go heavier than normal, so after the first 5 we actually pulled back and just done like a superset with a 90-second break in between. It was just getting too hard to keep rest times to a minimum, so we played it a little bit safer and went for a little bit more rest time. Went slightly heavier on the leg press, which I'm actually happy about. And then I'm just racking up some calories because I want to eat that cheesecake today. But
yeah, I'll actually show you guys my meals as I go along today, and I'll give you guys a little breakdown and a full calorie breakdown, full macro and calorie breakdown at the very end of the day, and show you guys what I'm eating or what I'm currently eating and where my sort of macros and calories are at the minute. Alright, sorry for the noise, I'm going to turn that off. Just making some turkey burgers and eggs. I've been craving that all morning. Do you ever get, now this may be just me, but do any of you guys, when you're in the middle of your training session and it's a really hard training session, all you can think about is what you're going to eat after? That's literally me every session, every like really hard session, especially like lower body sessions. I'm like, right, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have this, and I'll have it with that, and I'm like just literally thinking about the post-workout food. But anyway, turkey burgers and eggs, making some fried eggs in my little single egg pan. Look at that for beauty, absolute beauty. Isn't that the most perfect egg you've ever seen? And I'm also listening to a podcast. I'll actually show you guys what podcast I'm listening to at the minute. It's Renegade Radio by Jason Frugia, and the episode is Doing the Impossible with this guy called Joel something or other. I can't remember his second name, but it's pretty cool. Just had my food, quick shower, quick change, and now I'm heading into Aldi to grab a few bits to make this cheesecake. Hopefully it goes epic. Just back from Aldi. Anyway, wanted to show you guys what I got to make the cheesecake. Right, so this is going to be, it isn't going to be a baked cheesecake, it's going to be like a leave-in set cheesecake. I don't know what that means, but my auntie was telling me about it. It's not, it's just one where you basically just pop it into the fridge and it sets and you cut it up. I think baked cheesecakes are like, I don't think they're good. So anyway, I'm going to show you the ingredients that I got. So I had these sugar-free biscuits from Aldi. They're only 25 calories per biscuit, so I'm going to smush all of those up with half-fat butter. So rather than getting actual full-fat butter and adding a shit ton of calories to it, I've got half-fat butter, so that's 50% reduced fat. I've got stevia sweetener that I'm going to add into the base. I've got my Skyr yogurt, and then I've got my two, now I don't know if you guys have actually seen this yet, but you can get vanilla flavoured quark cheese. Alright, and this is obviously high in protein, so I'm going to try add the two of those tubs. I've got my sugar-free jelly, and then I'm going to add some whey protein to it to boost the protein count. Not that these two or three were enough, but I'm going to try and boost the protein as much as I physically can with this, because I want it to be nice and filling, and I also want it to be high in protein. The thing as well, I'm going to top the cheesecake with frozen berries at the very end. So let me get stuck into this. So I've got my biscuits in a bag here. I put 20 biscuits in it. So this means the whole base is going to be 500 calories of just biscuit, plus whatever butter I put in to bind it. I'll put a wee bit of sweetener in as well. This is definitely a wing it and see cheesecake. Biscuit base is in, the butter mix and the stevia is all in. Now I'm just going to put this into the fridge just to sort of let it harden up a little bit before I start putting toppings on it. Alright, whilst that's in the fridge, I'm going to get the cheesecake filling mix all made. So I'm going to put this full tub of Skyr yogurt, the 2 tubs of quark cheese into this bowl, and then I'm going to put 50 grams of whey protein in to the bowl along with the jelly crystals. So I'm going to make those with a little bit of water, and then I'm going to wait for it to cool a little bit, and then I'm going to pour it into the yogurt and cheese mix. So 50 grams of whey protein going in. My auntie just came home from work, but I just made a little bit of food for myself whilst the sugar-free jelly was sort of cooling down. So all I done was turkey burgers. This is a pack of Gullon, so it's like cabbage and potato, and I just made a microwave like little box of green veg from Aldi. So 650 calories or 660 calories for this entire meal, and super filling. So now I'm going to add the sugar-free jelly into the yogurt and protein and quark cheese mix, and then I'm going to put it into the cheesecake tin. Right, so this has been into the fridge for about maybe half an hour, so it's a bit solid, but I'm going to pop it back into the fridge in a little while. Make sure the cling film is like on the outside so it doesn't run or get stuck into the cake. Anyway, okay, so this is the jelly going into the yogurt mix after cooling down for a little bit. So cheesecake goes into the fridge until it all sets. Right, time to get a quick change and then into work for clients, and then hopefully by the time I get back home the cheesecake will be set. Yo! I'm just back from clients, and actually I went to meet Ryan. I don't know if you guys know Ryan Craven, Ryan C Fit on Instagram. I'll leave his tag below. If you haven't checked him out, definitely go and check him out. But he's a good friend of mine. I just met him for coffee, and now I am back home making some food. I'm going to have some Kilcannon and I'm going to have some turkey burgers. Might have a little protein bar. I might have a little slice of this cheesecake. Doesn't look like it's fully set. Don't know if I'll risk it, but this is it here. It's the blended strawberry bits up into it, and now my plan is to put the frozen fruit on top and then just let it set overnight. But as you can see, the outside is set, but the middle isn't yet 100% set. So devastated because I wanted to have this tonight, but anyway, cheesecake for tomorrow. Also guys, I just wanted to show you what my macros are for the day so far. Oh, nutrition. So this is coming towards the end of the day. I'm going to have one more meal, or I might have a slice of cheesecake and a protein bar, but that's kind of where I'm at so far. Almost 9:15 at night, and I've had 210, oh, let me tap that for you guys, 211 grams of protein, 60 grams of fat, and 215 grams of carbs. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm gonna wait until Vivian comes home and then just hang out with her for a little bit because I haven't seen her all day. But anyway, she done a course today and I got her some flowers to say well done on your course. So hopefully she'll be happy with them when she gets home. Oh my god, that's like an air hostess thing.
I know, it's so cute, isn't it? Vivian's lip services.
Oh my god.
Coming soon.
Hold on a minute. We're supposed to be cutting up this cheesecake, son. And you're sitting talking to me about Botox and lip fillers.
Look at those sharp spots.
That's very cool. She's getting excited over a sharp spot. Viv, you should be getting excited over this cheesecake.
Yeah.
Let's cut this shit. So do you want a big slice or a small slice?
I want the biggest slice you can ever cut.
Oh, this looks... Don't distract me.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Don't collapse.
What did you use for breadcrumbs?
The sugar-free biscuits. That tastes unbelievable. What do you think of the cheesecake?
It's good, but I don't like these on top.
You don't like the berries?
They're so sour because they're frozen.
Oh yeah, I love them. But it's good though, is it?
I've been making my protein pancakes, so I made the dinner. They're so good.
Alright ladies and gents, time for bed. 10 to 10. Viv, say goodnight Kevin.
Good night, Kevin.
Catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching the video, and yeah, see you guys soon.